All right, guys, here we go. We're talking about It, Welcome to Derry, and I've got to be honest with you, I don't think I've been this hyped for a horror series in a long time. HBO is swinging for the fences with this one, and you know what? It looks like they're going to pull it off. We're going back to Derry, Maine, and if you know Stephen King, you know that is not a place you ever want to go. But that's why we're obsessed with it, right? It's creepy, it's cursed, it's basically a character in its own right, and now we get to see the origin story of Pennywise, the dancing clown, the funniest, scariest, most messed up villain in modern horror history. Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Charcuterie. My name is James. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're looking forward to It, Welcome to Derry, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing reviews after every episode and breaking it down in between each episode weekly. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know in the comments down below what your expectations are for It, Welcome to Derry. Let's set the stage. This series takes us all the way back to 1962, decades before the Losers Club ever faced off with Pennywise in It, Chapter 1. You've got Leroy and Charlotte Hanlon moving into town with their family, trying to live their lives, and immediately things start going sideways. A boy disappears, strange events start happening, and suddenly you get that creeping sense that Derry isn't just unlucky, it's cursed. And if you're a fan of Stephen King, you already know that Derry isn't just a backdrop. It's like the evil seeps into the soil, the sewers, even the people. Adults ignore things they shouldn't. Terrible tragedies repeat themselves, and fear itself becomes a feeding ground. Now, before we get any further, let's just appreciate this one thing. Bill Skarsgård is back. Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise is one of the most iconic horror performances of the last 20 years. The dude's eyes go in different directions. His voice can swing from funny to demonic in half a sentence. And that smile, wicked. When It dropped, his performance was so unforgettable that people legit said, okay, I'm never hiring a clown for a kid's birthday again. And now we're getting him in a whole series, not just a movie. That means more screen time, more creepy transformations, more of those insane mind games where he twists reality just to scare the soul out of you before he eats you. I don't care who you are. This show is going to keep me up at night. Maybe you too, but definitely me. I'm scared of everything. And it's not just Pennywise. The cast here is stacked. Chris Chalk is playing Dick Halloran. That character is from The Shining because King's universe is all connected. And Halloran's shine makes him sensitive to supernatural forces. So yeah, he's going to pick up on the evil in Derry. And you know that's going to lead to some incredibly tense scenes. We've also got heavy hitters like James Remar, Madeline Stowe, Rudy Mancuso. This is an HBO cast, man. You don't bring in people like this unless you're going all in. And let's not forget that Muschietti is back. He, of course, directed Part 1 and It Chapter 2. And love them or nitpick them, those films absolutely crushed at the box office and reminded everyone that Stephen King adaptations can be terrifying and emotional at the same time. Barbara Muschietti and Jesse Fuchs are also involved, and Brad Caleb Kane is co-showrunning, which means the team behind this is not messing around. They're the ones who crafted that eerie, unsettling childhood meets nightmare vibe from the movies. And now they're expanding it into a series. That's what gets me hyped, because instead of being limited to 2-hour runtime, now they can stretch this thing out and really dive into the history of Derry. We're talking lore, the Black Spot Fire, the old massacres, the endless cycle of Pennywise returning every 27 years to feed. This is basically the horror version of the MCU. There's a whole shared universe here, and It, Welcome to Derry is going to open that door all the way. Let's talk about what this show means for fans of It Part 1 and Chapter 2. Remember, what made those movies so good? It wasn't just the scares, it was the Losers Club. You fell in love with these kids, their bond, their humor, the way they supported each other, while facing something no child should ever have to deal with. That's the heart. And then in Chapter 2, when they come back as adults, you see the scars that Derry left on them. That's what made the story powerful. It wasn't just a clown. It was trauma. It was fear. It was friendship, overcoming something bigger than them. If Welcome to Derry can capture even a slice of that, if it can give us new characters that we care about, that we root for, that we're terrified for, that this series could absolutely be legendary. And the setting, 1962, absolutely genius, because you get that nostalgic small-town Americana vibe. But filtered through the lens of King's horror, where every smiling face hides a dark truth, and every quiet street could be the hunting ground. Plus, HBO has gone all out with the production. They've been filming in Port Hope, Hamilton, and Toronto, recreating Derry with insane attention to detail. And Benjamin Wallfitz is back to score. If you remember the unnerving music from the movies, those little piano stabs, those droning notes that make your skin crawl, get ready because he's scoring this too. Now let's talk about what could happen here. What if Welcome to Derry shows us new forms of Pennywise we've never seen before? We know he's not really a clown. He's an ancient cosmic entity, a shape-shifting predator who feeds on fear. In the books and movies, he took on a lot of different forms, but mostly stuck with the clown persona. But in 1962, maybe he plays with different disguises. Maybe he experiments with new ways to terrify people. And what if the show teases more about his origin? Not just his arrival on Earth in the ancient days, but the way he learned to manipulate Derry specifically. If HBO goes bold, they could explore Pennywise in ways we've never seen before. And let's not forget Derry itself. The town is evil. It protects Pennywise. It ignores the horrors. It lets the terrible things happen. That's one of the most terrifying parts of King's story. The idea that the adults, the system, the very fabric of the town is complicit. It's not just Pennywise you're fighting, it's the apathy, the blindness, the willful ignorance of an entire community. That's real horror, man. That's what makes your skin crawl long after the jump scare. So excitement is sky high. Great characters, an unforgettable villain, deep lore, a setting that oozes atmosphere, and a creative team that has already proven they can make it work on the big screen. Welcome to Derry isn't just going to be scary, it's going to be fun, it's going to be emotional, and it's going to be the kind of thing you binge at night and then regret because you can't fall asleep. That might just be me. And honestly, that's exactly what I'm looking forward to. That's why I'm so hyped. October 26, 2025 is the date, HBO is the place, and Pennywise is waiting. Don't answer the red balloon, don't go near the drain, but absolutely watch this show and I'll be covering it every week it is on. I'm looking forward to seeing what scares it has, and I am really terrified of horror movies. Like, absolutely, they scare the crap out of me. And this show, I'm kind of expecting the same. I jump very easily, and I'm anticipating that this show won't be any different. But I loved the movies, especially part one. Part one I thought was just so genius, so well played. And to be honest with you, going into that movie, I had never read it, and I had never seen the previous iteration, the televised one with Tim Curry. I had never seen that at that point. So I knew nothing going into watching this movie. And I sat there between my wife and my friend Brock, who I do Rebels Gun podcast with, and he had read the book, so he knew what was going on. My wife had seen the original and read the book, so she knew what was going on. And I was blindsided by everything. And it took me by surprise, and I absolutely loved that movie. And I watched that movie probably once or twice a year. I just think it is brilliant. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this series. I hope it's solid. I mean, it was supposed to be just on Max. It was just meant to be for streaming, and then they brought it over to cable as well. So the HBO seems to have some faith in it. Welcome to Derry, and I have faith in it too, and I can't wait to see it. But let me know in the comments down below. You're looking forward to it? Do you have faith in it? What do you hope to see, not hope to see with it? Welcome to Derry. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your time. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and until next time, may be the master of your own universe.